Work with Anita Baker, Barbra Streisand, Whitney Houston, and Michael Jackson, among others. Paul Jackson Jr. can do that. Our Straight from the Streets team of Keith O'Derrick caught up with this very successful guitar player who's busy now working on his very own album.
Although Paul Jackson Jr. is extremely successful, he still attributes a lot of credit to the great people that made his journey as successful as it is.
When I was coming up back in the days, I had musical heroes. I had, people that I aspired to be like, and I worked with most of them, which, once again, it's a serious blessing. George Benson, Earl, Klugh, Lee Ritenour, Ray Parker Jr., Earth, Wind & Fire, did an album with them.
Paul grew up amongst the same elements as everyone else, but he didn't let where he came from stop him from believing in his dream.
It's almost like a dream come true kind of story, to grow up in, Gardena, actually I grew up right in LA between South Central and Gardena.
One of the advantages that Paul had was the fact that his family was very involved in the making of music.
My brother played keyboards when we were younger, and he kind of got out of the music thing. My sister is a percussionist, and she works in my band, and she's worked with a few people like Jermaine Jackson, some other folks on records.
A lot of his inspirations come from his mom, who was very instrumental at influencing Paul's career with her musical background.
My mom sings, and she sung at Carnegie Hall and different places, and that was later, and she sings on my albums and background and stuff.
This family of musical genius was considered the Partridge family of the hood.
Like I said, we had the family band, the Black Partridge family, kind of, when we were coming up, so, it was, and that's how I learned how to play, playing with my brothers and sisters. So if it happened to me, it can happen to you. The Bible says God is no respecter of persons. And if somebody's going to be up there playing with Whitney, or somebody's going to be traveling with TLC, or somebody's going to be doing those kind of things, it might as well be you. I used to make a lot of noise. I'd be up at 6 o'clock in the morning before school playing the guitar, in there playing scales, da 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 da, clank, and they never clown me, they never put me out of the house or anything like that.
Although Paul has made it, he still finds time to support and believe in the people he grew up with.
It's just an incredible blessing to me. That's the way I see it. We grew up together, neighborhood. We were doing music seriously at an early age. We meant this is what we were going to be doing once we got like where we are now.
You should work as hard as you can as if there was no God or divine help, and then after you've done everything you can, trust God like you haven't worked.
All right, so you're an instant fan now, right? You can find Paul Jackson Jr.'s current CD titled A River in the Desert in record stores right now. His new album scheduled to be released in January.
Good stuff.
Yeah.